First, we have the Grade 1 Garden City, $300,000 for 3-year-old fillies going 9 furlongs over the inner turf. And there are two very prominent fillies in here who are battling for the division lead, along with a couple of others who are threatening or up and coming and could seize a significant place in the spotlight leading into the Breeders' Cup. On the rail, we have Gossip Girl. She has a 4-race win streak in turf stakes. Those include the last two in Grade 1s. The last was the American Oaks, which I find has always been a very significant race in its short history. The winners of the American Oaks have always turned out to be significant turf fillies. Gossip Girl, while she can rate, she is on the rail. She probably will be forwardly placed in here. She doesn't mind being close to the front. She doesn't mind being on the front, but if she's not on the front, she does close quite well. So she's a big threat in here. The other horse who's quite prominent is Maram. She won the inaugural Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. She is undefeated. She has come back this year. She came back at Saratoga in the Hettinger listed stake, which she won easily. She seems primed for this race, and this is probably the significant prep race that her connections have been pointing for. She has an outside post. She should be able to lay off the pace and sit and see how things develop, and the outside post should allow her to avoid traffic. There's always a question when a horse who's had a great season comes back the next year, especially in the middle or late part of the year after a long layoff. Does she have what she has? Does she have what she had? Has she continued to develop the way her peers have, the way her class has, or has she been left behind? From what I saw of Maram's race in the Hettinger, she has everything and more that she had last year, and she would be my pick to win this race. There are a couple of others who are going to make an impact. One is Miss World. She has shown solid improvement in her last two, but she is jumping from a first-level allowance race to a Grade 1 stake. It's pretty tough, and I wouldn't give her much of a chance, except that she's trained by Christophe Clement, who is not known for putting horses where they can't win, and has a great history with fillies on the turf, and knows where this one fits, and I'm sure she's going to be competitive in this because of that, but the top two I think are too tough. And Shared Account, who has done quite well recently. She's a stalker. That's going to be a nice trip to get. It always is in a turf race, because she can get first run on the leaders. She has succeeded on soft turf in graded company, and the turf will be soft after Friday's soaking rain. So she has a significant upset chance. And she gets Ramon Dominguez, who's riding extremely well for Graham Motion. She's a horse who's still improving. You're always looking for that late in the 3-year-old year. Who are the sophomores who are still moving forward, who are going to be the most prominent? So I think Shared Account has a real chance. Kirtana, the horse who is on the far outside, just missed a Shared Account in the Lake Placid at Saratoga. So she would have a good chance, but she likes to be fairly close up, and she's stuck on the outside. And also, I've noticed that in the stretch, she often doesn't quite punch it in late. She rallies well, but she doesn't have that last bit, that last turn of foot in the final 16th to get there. So I think that, combined with her outside post, dooms her to an underneath slot.